Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the nitty-gritty of company filings to uncover the real story. And hint, this one involves some interesting names that might shake things up. Today we're diving into SandRidge Energy's latest report, focusing on a significant change in their leadership that could signal a new direction for the company. We'll break down exactly what's happening, why it matters, and what it could mean for the future. This report is a bit of a heads up to everyone about a major change happening within SandRidge Energy. It's like a company announcement, but filed with the government to make sure everyone who's invested or interested knows what's going on. The key date here is July 18th, 2025. This is when the earliest event mentioned in this report, a pretty important one, actually took place. So who are we talking about? SandRidge Energy. They are an oil and gas company involved in exploring and producing these resources, primarily focused in the US. It's a tough industry with a lot of ups and downs depending on oil prices and global demand. Now, if you're invested in SandRidge Energy, you're likely holding their common stock. Think of this as owning a tiny piece of the company. The stock trades on the New York Stock Exchange, a pretty big deal, and you'll see it ticker symbol SD. This section is where the real juicy stuff often hides. It's all about changes in the company's directors and top officers. So who's coming in and who's going out, or in this case, who's joining the team. The headline here is the appointment of Mr. Brett Icahn to the board of directors. This isn't just any board appointment. Given the Icahn name, it usually means something significant is happening or about to happen. So on July 18th, the SandRidge Energy Board of Directors decided to add another member. They increased the size of the board to 6 people, and Brett Icahn is the new face joining them. This change officially kicks in on August 1st, 2025. Let's talk about Brett Icahn. He's 45 years old and is described as a respected investor and portfolio manager. He's currently involved with Icahn Enterprises as a giant holding company with fingers in many different pies, from investing to cars, energy, and even home fashion. Brett has been a key player in managing their investment strategy since late 2020, and before that, he was advising Carl Icahn directly on where to put their money. Brett Icahn isn't new to the board game. He's already on the board of Icahn Enterprises LP, Bosch Health Companies Inc. since March 2021, and Bosch Aussie Alom Corporation since June 2022. He's also got a track record of serving on other boards like Dana Inc. and Newell Brands Inc. in the past 5 years. This shows he's got experience in corporate governance and guiding companies. He's known for being smart with his money, thinking long-term, and getting involved in major investment decisions. Essentially, when Brett Icahn is involved, it often means there's a strategy to improve the company and boost shareholder value. He's got a solid educational background with a degree from Princeton University. Brett Icahn will be on the board until the next big stockholder meeting in 2026. Importantly, this appointment wasn't part of any pre-existing deals between him and the company, and he doesn't have any family ties to the current executives or directors. The company also confirmed they haven't had any recent deals with him where he had a significant personal stake. He'll be getting paid like other board members who aren't full-time employees, which is standard practice. This section is often for public announcements, like a press release that needs to be shared with investors. So a few days after the board decision on July 22nd, SandRidge Energy officially put out a press release about Brett Icahn joining the board. This is just a formal way of letting the public know. This is where companies can voluntarily disclose any other important events that don't fit neatly into the other categories. This is a really interesting detail. On the same day they announced Brett Icahn's appointment, the company, along with a whole list of Icahn-related entities and Carl Icahn himself, signed a confidentiality agreement. This usually means there's an ongoing discussion or potential deal being explored that needs to be kept under wraps. It suggests that Brett Icahn's arrival might be the start of something bigger, perhaps a push for changes within SandRidge Energy. The fact that so many Icahn entities are involved and a formal confidentiality agreement is in place hints at a more strategic involvement beyond just a passive board seat. This section is all about the exhibits, the actual documents that support the information in the report. Here we have the confidentiality agreement dated July 22, 2025. This is a key document as it links SandRidge Energy directly with all those Icahn entities and Carl Icahn himself, and it's a strong indicator of ongoing discussions or potential future actions. And this is the press release from July 22nd, the public announcement confirming Brett Icahn's board appointment. This last exhibit is about interactive data, making the financial information easier for computers to read and analyze. It's becoming standard for SEC filings these days. Now let's put on our investor hats and look at what this all means. The arrival of Brett Icahn, especially with that signed confidentiality agreement involving multiple Icahn entities, strongly suggests an activist approach. Carl Icahn and his son are known for buying into companies, identifying inefficiencies or undervalued assets, and then pushing for changes to unlock that value. For SandRidge Energy, this could mean anything from operational improvements to a complete strategic shift. We don't have any financial tables in this particular filing to analyze their performance directly, but the timing and nature of this announcement are highly significant for anyone watching the companies, identifying inefficiencies or undervalued assets, and then pushing for changes to unlock that value. For SandRidge Energy, this could mean anything from operational improvements to a complete strategic shift. We don't have any financial tables in this particular filing to analyze their performance directly, but the timing and nature of this announcement are highly significant for anyone watching the company. It's like a major strategic play is being set up. Looking at the broader implications, SandRidge Energy operates in a volatile sector. The energy market is heavily influenced by global events and commodity prices. Having an experienced investor like Brett Icahn on board, particularly one backed by the Icahn Group's reputation for driving change, could be a positive sign for shareholders looking for improved performance and accountability. However, the specific goals of the Icahn Group in relation to SandRidge Energy are still unclear, and that's where the risk lies. We need to watch closely for future announcements and strategic moves to understand the full impact of this boardroom change. The confidentiality agreement suggests that these discussions are more than just an informal chat. They are likely part of a structured plan to influence the company's direction. So that's our breakdown of this SandRidge Energy filing. The key takeaway is the significant shift in board composition with the addition of Brett Icahn and the strong hints of activist involvement through the associated agreements. This could be a turn in flint for the company. What's your take on this development? Do you think the Icahn influence will benefit SandRidge Energy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel reach more viewers. And for more of these unfiltered looks at corporate filings, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. Don't forget to join our Discord community for even more discussions. Linked right in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.